So I'm now joined by Ed from BBC Radio Derby, who's commentating on today's game between Bristol City and Derby County. So Ed, it's been a difficult season for Derby off the pitch, but on the pitch it's been quite a good start to the season, and for Wayne Rooney especially, with what has been a very difficult few months for Derby, both on and off the pitch.
Yeah, it's been a tough time on and off the pitch for Derby. But the good thing is the team are performing. They don't score enough goals, and they have a problem without an out-and-out striker absence up front. But they are better than last season, and they're grinding out draws, and they've picked up nice 4 points off the top two in recent weeks. Had a bit of a blip with QPR on Monday, but I expect them to come out and perform today, and hopefully for the Rams they'll pick up at minimum a point, because I know that Bristol obviously having a bit of a on and off time, so you just got to hope for Derby's sake that they hit Bristol at the right time.
And as I said, Derby are obviously bottom of the table on just 1 point after that points deduction. Do you think it's likely they'll be going down, or do you think there is still a chance that Wayne Rooney and the team will be able to sort of do a miracle and stay in the Championship this year?
I think they've got very little hope, and unfortunately it's the fans who are going to suffer. They don't have the depth in the squad to be able to close that gap. They'll have a really good go, but I just think it'll be too much for them. I mean, along the way, Wayne Rooney has said that if it's 1-1 with 5 minutes to go, I'm going to throw on my attacking players and really have a go for it. So I think it's going to be entertaining at times, it's going to be frustrating at times, but I don't think they've got much hope of survival. For the fans, every game is a cup final, and you just hope really that they can entertain and really keep their dignity, because I think dignity is really important when you're in a situation like this.
And you've obviously got Bristol City here at Ashton Gate today, who themselves are struggling a bit down at the bottom. We've got 3 massive games over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Who could be a danger man for Derby today and hurt that Bristol City backline if Derby are going to manage to get anything out of today's game?
Well, Tom Lawrence is in a good vein of form. He scored a couple of goals against Bournemouth. He scored on Monday night against Queen's Park Rangers. He's playing a false 9 position, so he's kind of going in along the back line and trying to run off the shoulder. When he's on form, he's sometimes unplayable. The consistency has always been a problem with Tom. So Tom Lawrence for one. I think Festy Ebisele, who will play on the right side of the midfield, he's got pace to burn. He's very raw as a footballer, but he's exciting and he can cause a fullback loads of problems. And I know that injury worries, of course, Bristol not to be able to put out their best team. So those two, pace-wise, but don't rule out some solid defending from the likes of Phil Jagielka and Curtis Davis at the back, both in their mid to late 30s, getting on, but they read the game really well, and they've been really good for Derby this season. So, depends. We'll know, first 10 minutes, we'll know what kind of Derby we're going to see this afternoon, and hopefully it's the one that beat Bournemouth and got a point at Fulham.
And finally then, what's your prediction for this afternoon's game?
Predictions are difficult. A draw is probably the most likely outcome, but don't be surprised if Derby sneak it.
There's about 50 minutes to kick off here at Ashton Gate, and the team news is out for Bristol City. There's 2 changes. Both Benarous and Baker come out for Atkinson and Semenyo as Bristol City look to carry on their good home form here at Ashton Gate. We've gone on a good few run of games with wins, obviously Barnsley a few weeks back, and then Stoke and Blackburn we've been unbeaten, and we're going to look to carry that on today. But a difficult Derby side are going to be travelling to Bristol City. They've got not much to play for, sitting bottom on only 1 point due to obviously that points deduction, but they are going to obviously want to go out on a good run of form, and you never know, there is obviously still a possibility they will stay up, even though it is very slim. Every point counts, so they're going to be chucking everything at Bristol City today, and with those 2 changes for Bristol City, hopefully we'll be chucking everything at Derby, and hopefully we can get the 3 points. Come on, you Reds.
This is Ashton Gate. Please welcome today's teams, Derby County and Bristol City.
in there, Alex. Alex, Scott. Alex, Scott. City play after they get a long time now. 1-0, 22 seconds gone. On today. What's a miss again? A good few chances. Unlucky Semenyo. They're playing very well though. Still 1-0 City. Bristol City. Come on, please, let's make it 4 straight. Undefeated at home. Nice clean sheet as well. Come on, City. Another win at home for Bristol City. Get in there. Another win at home for the Reds. Brilliant performance as well. Great win for the Reds. Important win as well.
Bristol City win.
Bristol City.
I don't know, but I spoke to the lads before the game. The warm-up today wasn't good. That's the second time this season, and that was Bristol and Blackburn at home, where we've come out and we haven't started well, so it shows how important it is to get the warm-up right to go into the start of the game.
Second half, as they changed shape, got 2 strikers on. First of all, Luke Blanche, well, first of all, when did you know he was available?
A couple of days ago, so he was due to play for the 23s last night. And then, obviously, as I spoke to you, he's been pushing with the managed to get him to be available, which is great. And I thought he's done well actually when he came on. I thought he was positive when he got the ball, carrying the ball, done well. So pleased to have him in the squad, and he'll get more game time.
Well, I mean, he's been lots of training with you. What do you like about him? What do you see?
Yeah, he moves well. He moves. He's quick. He works hard. He's aggressive in terms of winning the ball back, and he can score goals. He's been scoring goals at the 23 level. Of course, it's different at this level. So, like all the young players, I'll have to protect him as well. But if you get him anywhere around the box, he's capable of scoring.
Colin came on as well. And been waiting for his opportunity, I think, since coming back from injury.
Yeah, listen, I thought the three lads, Colin and Ravel, done well. Give us something different in the second half. Obviously, a change of shape, but I just felt second half there was more intensity, more composure on the ball. We got into some very good areas, and then the details have to be better. The details, the balls into the box. You've got 2 forwards on, that has to be better. The passes in the final third has to be better. So yeah, we give ourselves a tough task to get back in the game after the first half. Unfortunately, we couldn't do so.
Given the performance against Bournemouth, the win, the performance at Fulham as well, with all respect to the opposition, but the last 2 events, do you think that would be bitterly disappointing after that little bit?
Yeah, listen, it's important we put the last 2 games to the back of our minds. Obviously, as staff, we'll go through it and try and find out the reasons why we started, especially being not well, and try and get ready for next week, because we have to be better than we were today.
Just ask about your right winger, Wayne, who's got a lot of pace, hasn't he? Where is he in this stage of development at the moment? How good could he be?
Yeah, well, he's a right back. He's come through. He's obviously played out wide, but he's come through the last couple of years as a full back. But looking at him, I like his attributes. I like his pace, his strength, and he can cause defenders problems. Of course, he needs to improve. He needs to get better. We'll be working with him on that. But yeah, he's got a bright future.
That's where his future lies, on the wing now.
I think so. So.
You certainly look like it today.
Yeah, no, I think, listen, he's an attacking player. He has to improve, obviously, in the final third when he gets there, but that's with all the young players, so we'll keep trying to develop.
Sorry, can I just ask, on the second half, when you're attacking a lot down the left, is that a sort of premeditated thing, or is it just kind of how the game evolved?
Yeah, no, it's probably how the game evolved, really. I think if you see the way we play, we push the full-backs very high. They were trying to double up at times on Festi on the right, so there was possibly a bit more space there. So, but yeah, we didn't target their right side. It was how the game was going.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, the shape changed. Obviously, I went with the 2 lads up top. I felt the Bristol were quite direct, so we didn't really have to try and set traps for them to win the ball back into the pitch. So we could go with the 2 lads up top, but it was important that we were better on the second balls and different on the second balls, because I thought Chris Martin caused us problems all day. We obviously know his qualities. He's a good player. He used his body well, but we had to improve on the second balls, and I felt we were a bit better second half.
Wherever a game's at 1-0, you risk conceding a chance which the opponents take. They didn't really create a lot in the game, if I'm honest. I think Ben's had a very quiet day. We should really have, we should have won by a greater margin. And it's frustrating that we still make poor decisions in terms of choice of pass, which put us under a bit more pressure. But it's a good result for us.
Great things at the start.
Yeah.
Progressed this year. I think he's going to play more than he expected to, and that was a fantastic finish from a young player with a nice promise, wasn't it?
Question, statement, what's that? Question?
Nothing but asked about this, Thomas.
Of course he does. Yeah. I mean, look, he's doing very well. He's a very versatile player. I don't think anybody would have thought he'd be playing at wing back, but that shows his football intelligence. He's a good player, and when you play in that system, whichever side the ball is in terms of who's going to cross the ball, you expect the other one to get to those good positions, and he did that, and it was a really calm thing.
See Matty James back today.
Yeah. Well, that was a bonus actually. It's not one I expected decision to be able to make, especially when we spoke on Thursday. Wasn't something that we expected to be able to do, but good that he felt able to be on the bench. About 30 minutes I think he had, which is probably about right. I wouldn't want to put him on for too much more, but yeah, it's a good win for us.
Are you seeing any improvement in the game?
No, not at all. But I thought our performance was excellent in the first half. Very aggressive, very two teams playing with shape, so that always poses tactical problems for both sides. And although they enjoyed quite a bit of possession, I thought we were very good at understanding how to deal with them. And on top of that, we created some really good chances that we know we should have done better.
I know you made the change Matty coming on. Did you feel trying
In the first half, yeah, very, very well. Second half, they changed the shape. They caused us a few different problems, and it needed somebody with a bit more understanding to be able to deal with that. And of course, Matty gives more energy than people were giving credit.
What about the real test tonight?
Yeah.
Obviously, you've done right.
Yeah. Very good. You know, I mean, I don't think people realise how quick Rob is. I was asked a question before the game about pace. Some people's perception of who's got pace in our side are a bit bizarre. I thought Chris Martin was excellent. I don't think he lost a header. I know he'd be disappointed not to score in the first half, but we had some really good performances. It was a sprinter, you see. So players who are sprinters can hit a wall, and you know it's important that it's the same with Antoine. You see. So Antoine, to get 70 minutes out of him was a positive for us. We didn't think we'd get that, but he was good. Callum's a sprinter, you know. So it was important that we try and get some sort of balance on there. Well, they had to try and push to get a goal, so
Just on
not as many as previous weeks. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, it's not as many as previous weeks, and that often means that something's going right, so I'll take it.
Was that, I know obviously you played Derby, struggling teams, that one of the more accomplished defensive performances?
You say struggling team, but I think they're struggling because of, obviously, off the pitch activities. Obviously, I'm not wise enough with regards to that situation to start commenting on that, but I think they're in a false position with regards to what they've been docked. They'll obviously be, without that, they'll obviously be in a much stronger position. So we knew that they were going to be a threat. We certainly didn't come into the game expecting to take them lightly or steamroll them because of where they are in the league. So we definitely gave them respect. At the same time, I agree with you with regards to me having not a lot to do. I think everything I mostly do is on my feet, which often tells the tale of a good solid performance defensively, which I think it was. In the first half we were excellent. Second half they threw caution to the wind a little bit. We were a little bit disjointed, a little bit sloppy at times. I think overall it was a good solid performance. We probably should have put them to bed in the first half.
Word on the goal scorer, to sort of play with him every day in training. I mean, you guys have got lots of running his impact this season.
I think I've made reference to it before. If you're good enough, you're on them. And when you get given an opportunity, you're not a young lad anymore. You have to take responsibility for the way you play, take ownership for performing on a weekly basis, and that's what's keeping you in the team. I think obviously the goal was really well struck. been known to Gary Neville last couple of weeks because he's not scored enough. But Reece James, I think, was a shout today. No, the changing room. Collectively, there's been a couple of Gary Neville shouts as a right back. But G never used to score many, so I think Reece James is shouting there this afternoon. But no, he's done well. When the ball fell to him back stick, he's got the